Hello, friend. The river's high. Check it out. We got tons and tons of rain for the past couple days. Now, it's been a good rain. It's like that type of stuff that comes down, not in torrents for the most part. That's the type of stuff that comes down slow enough that it actually absorbs into the ground and saturates the ground with soil. So that then all the plants, all of this green stuff that's growing all over the place here, they have more to actually feed off of. Because when it comes down in torrents, most of it just runs off the surface of the ground. It doesn't soak in, and it runs into the rivers. Now, we do have a ton of that river water that's just so high and fast and scary. It was worse a few hours ago when I was walking into work. And that's because there's just so much water that has come down all over the place. Now, we're fortunate right now. We got sunshine. And fortunate to have these little breaks. And I thank God for that. Because it's nice to walk in the sunshine. But it's still in the 40s. Maybe barely raising into the 50s. We were spoiled early on in spring this year with really hot summer weather. And honestly, after the storms that we're having, we might start seeing hot weather again. But for now, the storms aren't over. This is just a reprieve. We're scheduled to have more rain throughout the rest of the week. I'm recording this on a Tuesday. What are we going to do with it? I got to mow my lawn. You probably have to mow your lawn too. Are we going to end up being grateful for this rain because it's going to be dry and hot and unbearable through the summer? Are we going to be suffering the drought that so many other states have? Here in Pennsylvania, we've been at least fortunate that we don't have the regular heat index and the regular dryness that places like California do. And they've had drought now for decades. So when you're planting your garden, this is something that I've been trying to encourage people to think about. When you're planting your garden, now that is really the time. In a couple of weeks, we're going to see our last frost. We're in northeast Pennsylvania. The Farmer's Almanac is giving our average last frost is going to be May 20th. I'm recording this on the 2nd. When that time comes, think about more plants that are drought tolerant, more plants that can handle high heat, more plants that are can survive in California so that they can actually survive in the places that you live. Or has global warming completely affected you differently? Are you one of those regions that's getting flooded constantly instead of hitting the dryness? Consider that your norm, your historical norm for the area that you live is not going to continue being the norm. Plan ahead. Look at what's happened in the past couple of years, what kind of trends have been created for your area, and plan ahead. And plan your garden accordingly, because the historical norm for those crops that you're used to planting is not going to continue being the norm. You're going to need more shade cloth in some scenarios. I know last year the tomatoes that we had growing partially under shade cloth did a lot better than any tomatoes that we had anywhere else. And most people had a real hard time with tomatoes last year around here. Do what you got to do. Grow food for you and your family. Grow medicine for you and your family. Do what you need to do. Grow pretty flowers for you and your family. Grow something. Get out and do something. Celebrate God's creation. Be a part of it. Hope that you're watching this in good health. God bless you. God bless your garden. Peace out, Fish Trap.